Hey there, viewers. Has this pandemic made you feel lonely? Do you feel boxed in? It's perfectly all right to admit it. Surveys show that 3 in 5 Americans report feelings of loneliness, whether physical, mental, or both. While it may seem hopeless, there are several ways to combat these feelings. They especially come in handy during times of crisis. Can phoning a friend give you a boost in happiness? How about making plans for the future? Wait, does social media actually help? Let's talk about 6 ways to beat your feeling of loneliness. Number 1. Build a social media community. I'll begin with what is perhaps the most taboo of today's entries. Social media is highly addictive, but if you're feeling lonely, staying in contact with the outside world can help keep you sane. As of 2019, 7 in 10 Americans use social media, with worldwide numbers surpassing 3.5 billion. Considering this data, chances are you already have at least one social media account, even YouTube counts. One of the best ways to combat loneliness while also staying occupied is staying up on what's happening with social media. I know, it's more common these days to hear people bashing social media rather than praising it. It's taken over people's lives and left many feeling resentful, paranoid, and insecure. But if you look at it from a certain perspective, social media does have its positives. You just need to know how to properly manage your time on it. Keeping track of the latest online internet trends is a great way to stay in touch with people and become part of the conversation. Even if it's with complete strangers, this doesn't mean you need to film yourself doing a horrible lip sync job to Ariana Grande and post it online. Singing and dancing isn't everybody's thing, but certainly is fun to watch. How's this? The next time you see a funny TikTok video or YouTube video making the rounds, send it to a friend. It'll kickstart a conversation and have the two of you interacting. It may cheer them up as much as it has you, and have you feeling not so alone after all. Number 2. Online dating. If you're single during all this, the loneliness can hit you twice as hard. That's why it might be a fun idea to try an online dating site. Sure, there's a lot of great social media platforms out there, but if you're looking for a significant other, a dating app is a modern-day ticket to a brand new relationship. You obviously can't go out on a date right now, but if the lack of romance in your life is weighing heavy at the moment, try meeting someone new and getting to know them. Perhaps the two of you have something in common. If so, maybe this will lead you to watch Netflix together while on FaceTime, but not until the 3rd date, of course. Having some companionship will make you a much happier person, not to mention healthier. Studies show that being in a relationship lowers stress. This in turn reduces your blood pressure and lowers your risk of depression. Are you finding this video interesting so far? Well, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Remember to hit that like button and ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our great Bestie content. Number 3. Call someone. Social media apps are helpful, but only to a certain extent. This might sound too dramatic, but sometimes there's nothing better than hearing the sound of a loved one's voice. That's a feeling Facebook and Instagram can't give you. If you're feeling lonely, pick up the phone and call a friend. People often wait around for others to reach out. Unfortunately, since there's a pandemic on our hands, those in our lives are probably preoccupied with staying afloat. They might not have time to contact you. The act of calling people seems to be dying. Around 97% of smartphone users text on the regular. An estimated 90% of teenagers claim to use their phones mostly to pass the time. With most people texting each other these days or using Instagram's DMs, it's almost as if we're bending over backwards to avoid using our voices. Sometimes, I wonder if our species will even evolve to have mouths. If you'd like to go old school and engage in a phone conversation, start by giving a loved one a call. It'll make them feel just as satisfied. Number 4. Make plans for the future. Spending extended periods of time in isolation fills you with that sense of loneliness. This will have a severe impact on your mental health. Anyone who's experienced this knows it can lead you to feeling unmotivated and withdrawn from the world. And who can really blame you? People are locked in their homes with nowhere to go. The most interesting trip you've probably taken in 2 months has been to the supermarket to buy Lay's potato chips. Here's a good piece of advice. The next time you're on the phone with your friend, try scheduling something fun to do together once the pandemic's over. This can be anything from a trip to your favorite restaurant to an overseas vacation. Whatever the outing may be, this gives you something to look forward to. It helps you realize that there's life after quarantine. Now, don't get me wrong, we aren't saying you need to go out and spend a massive amount of cash to be happy. That certainly isn't an option for everyone. If you find yourself out of a job or hurting for dough, there's something you can do also. Write down a set of goals, a list of things you'd like to accomplish after the lockdown. This will assist you in getting your life back on track. Perhaps polish up your resume. Maybe it's time to take a stab at that dream job you've been yearning for. The choice is up to you, as long as you're keeping an open mind on the future. Before we continue, are you concerned about the overall state of your health? Perhaps you'd like our recent video on 8 ways to reduce your risk of getting diabetes. Now, back to our list on 9 ways to beat loneliness. Number 5. Write, and write some more. This one's a little different from our past options. If you do end up writing a list of goals, take it one step further and keep a journal. Being overwhelmed often leaves us confused about what exactly we're feeling. Outlining your thoughts on a sheet of paper can help you make sense of everything that's happening. It serves as a form of therapy. We're not asking you to pen a novel here. You're not J.K. Rowling. A journal is something different. This is a documentation of everything you're going through physically and emotionally. It can be as raw and visceral as you wish. You're the only person who's going to see it. If you don't think it's a good idea, let me ask you this. Who's looking over your shoulder to tell you differently? If you're sad, open up about your sadness. If you're angry, talk about that instead. Loneliness is best expressed when we're honest about our current state. It can also lay the groundwork for us to improve upon our situation. In the long run, a journal can also serve as a time capsule back to a historic period. I don't know about you, but this definitely qualifies. You were there, you experienced it, and these were your thoughts on the matter. Being lonely may seem scary now, but believe it or not, it will be interesting to look back on once you're in a better place. Speaking of a better place, a state of loneliness can also bring about self-pity. If you're one of these folks, it's important for you to remember our next point. Number 6, there's others in the same boat. Don't drown in your own sorrow. That only feeds into your depression. It's important to remember that there are others who are also hurting. As of 2017, about 14% of the Canadian population lived alone. To give you a sense of how young some are, the survey counted people ages 15 and older. In the United States, a recent survey showed 36 million people are on their own. Most of these folks are likely to be by themselves during the pandemic. When you realize you aren't the only one who's lonely, you feel much less alone. It's a funny concept. Right now, it's a journey that all of us are going through together. Some have the fortune of being around friends and family, while others don't. That's just the reality of it. This ties into what I was saying earlier about staying in touch with the community online. People are feeling a true urge to communicate with fellow humans. Do you feel lonely? Would you consider any of these tips after watching this video? Let us know in the comments below. We would love to hear from you.
Enjoyed this video? Hit like, share, and subscribe to Bestie. Wait! What kind of Bestie would we be if we didn't tell you about our other awesome videos? Go ahead, choose the left or right video and enjoy.